Good evening, students. Today we are going to start with the next part of the periodic table chapter, that is your ionization potential. Children, now what is ionization potential? It is defined as the amount of energy required to remove a loosely bound electron from the outermost shell of an isolated gaseous atom. Now let us understand what the definition is telling us. Okay, it is telling you that whenever an atom wants to become stable, it will gain stability only in two cases. An atom can gain stability in two cases. Either it can lose electron, either it can gain electron. Yes? Okay? Are you getting? So an atom can gain stability only by losing electron or by gaining electron. Okay? Now for example, let us take this part. An atom wants to gain stability, and the process of the stability is what? Loss of electron. That means we have to remove electron from its outermost shell. So to remove that electron, we require some energy. Okay, so this energy is known as your ionization energy. For example, let us take, we have simple example is your sodium. Okay, its atomic number is 11 and its electronic configuration is 2, 8, 1. Now children, looking at this electronic configuration, we can say that this atom of sodium is unstable. Children, why it is unstable? Because it has no octet or duplet in its outermost shell. Yes or no? Okay, so here usually duplet state is only for the first shell, that is your K shell. Other than K shell, when we proceed to the next shells, so we usually see the octet state of the element. So here you can see that sodium has 1 electron in its outermost shell. It is not octet. So hence, to gain stability, it is difficult that it will gain octet rule. Okay, that means it cannot gain this octet state because 7 electron is impossible to gain in case of sodium. Hence what sodium will do here is, sodium will tend to lose this 1 electron very easily. Hence I can say that sodium will tend to lose 1 electron very easily and it will get converted into sodium ion. So now previous electronic configuration of sodium atom is 281. Now the current electronic configuration after losing this 1 electron is your 28. The electronic configuration is 28 with this sodium ion. This sodium ion has an electronic configuration of 28. Now this is your stable state and this atom was unstable. Now why this is stable? Because its outermost shell is your L shell, which has 8 electrons. Hence it is stable. So according to the definition, ionization potential is defined as the amount of energy required to remove a loosely bound electron from the outermost shell of a gaseous atom. So any atom, if it wants to gain stability by loss of electron, so the amount of energy required, that energy is known as your ionization energy. Now children, it has a unit. Its SI unit is kilojoule per mole. And it is also measured in another unit, that is electron volt per atom. Children, here V is capital, it is for volt. Okay. Now let us see the next topic, that is your ionization potential depends on two factors, that is atomic size as well as the nuclear charge. Now we have already studied what is atomic size or what is atomic radii. So as the atomic size increases, ionization energy will decrease. That means the amount of energy required to remove the electron will be what? Very less. So reason here, the nuclear charge attraction on the outer electrons decreases, thus making it easier to remove the electron. That is, the ionization energy required is less. Let us see some examples here again. Same example, let us see. Now see here, sodium. It has 281 electronic configuration. This one electron which is present here is the outermost shell electron, that is, it is present in the M shell. So from the nucleus, say, I am drawing a rough diagram. So this is your sodium atom, this is a nucleus, this is your first shell, K shell, next shell is your L, and the other shell is your M shell. So from the nucleus, the distance of the M shell is what? Very far. So the attraction of this nucleus to this one electron present in the outermost shell is less. Hence it is easy for the electron to get lost. Hence the ionization energy required for this one electron is less. Okay. So as the atomic size increases, ionization energy decreases. So again, the nuclear charge attraction on the outer electrons decreases, thus making it easier to remove the electron. That is, the ionization energy required is very less. Let us go to the next topic, that is your nuclear charge. Now, as the nuclear charge increases, ionization energy will also increase. Now, what is the reason here? The nuclear attraction on the outer electron increases. Hence, the outer electrons are more firmly held, because of which greater energy is required to remove the electron. Let us see some example. Let us take chlorine. Okay, chlorine. Its atomic number is 17. And its electronic configuration is 2, 8, 7, K shell, L shell and M shell. Now here with this chlorine, the first thing is that to become stable it requires one electron to complete its octet. So its stability will be through gain of electron. Okay, now in this case, if I want to apply ionization energy to remove the electron from chlorine atom, so there are 7 electrons in the outermost shell which are firmly held by the nucleus. Hence it will be very difficult to remove the electron from the chlorine atom. Hence, to remove the electron from the chlorine atom, we will require large amount of ionization energy as compared to the sodium, because one electron can be lost very easily, has a poor attraction, but these 7 electrons in the same M shell has what? Greater attraction towards the nucleus because of nuclear charge. What is nuclear charge? Nuclear charge is the positive charge which is present in the nucleus of an atom. So here there are 17 protons present inside. So they will attract these electrons very firmly. Hence these electrons will be held firmly, and to remove these electrons large energy will be required. Okay. So here the factor says that as the nuclear charge increases, ionization energy also increases. Now, let us go to the trends. What are the trends seen across the period and down the group? Okay. Now, you can see here, ionization energy across the period increases and down the group decreases. Let us see for the first one. Across a period. Okay. Across a period. Ionization energy will increase across the period. Okay. This you have to remember that. If there is any question, for example, fill in the blanks. Ionization across the period increases or decreases. So what will be your answer? Ionization energy across the period increases. Now what are the reason? The atomic radii decreases across the period. Children, we have already seen that across the period atomic radii decreases. Hence, the decrease in the atomic radii will bring the electrons more attracted towards the nucleus, which will be difficult to remove, hence the ionization energy will be higher. Next factor, nuclear charge across the period also increases. Size decreases, nuclear charge increases, electrons are firmly held, hence across the period overall we can see that ionization energy increases. There is a note that we have to remember, that helium is such an atom which has highest energy of all the elements present in the periodic table, and cesium is a metal which has least ionization energy. That means its atomic radius is too large, that the outermost electron is very far and has a poor attraction towards the nucleus, hence it can be lost very easily. For this I have given one example, period 2 elements. I have considered period 2 elements. When we see lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon. Let us see here. Okay, I am again writing here lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon. Okay children, now let us see here with this period 2 elements what we have seen. Atomic number for lithium is 3, beryllium is 4, boron is 5, carbon is 6, nitrogen 7, oxygen is 8, fluorine is 9 and neon is 10. This is the atomic number across the period. Now what is the electronic configuration of these elements? For lithium 2 1, beryllium 2 2, boron 2 3, carbon 2 4, nitrogen 2 5, oxygen 2 6, fluorine 2 7 and neon 2 8. Children, now you can see that number of shells is same. That is only 2 shells across the period, because period number 2 says that number of shells are only 2. Now you can see atomic number or the nuclear charge. Nuclear charge across the period is increasing. And you can see in the first element lithium, last shell, L shell, has only 1 electron, whereas neon, the same shell, L shell, has what, 8 electrons. So what will happen here is, when we move across the period, number of electrons goes on increasing in the L shell, as well as their nuclear charge also increases, atomic radii decreases, size decreases across the period, size decrease, nuclear charge increase, hence electrons attraction towards nucleus increases. Hence overall when we say that ionization energy across the period will decrease. So ionization energy for lithium is least across the period and highest for neon. It is highest for this neon element. Why? Because its outermost shell is completely filled, 8 electrons. Already it is stable. So hence it is very difficult to remove this 1 electron. Are you getting? Now let us see the trend down the group. Now you just see here, down the group the ionization energy decreases. Down the group the ionization energy decreases. Now what is the reason? Down the group we see that atomic radii increases. The increase in atomic radii is due to the addition of extra shells. Hence what will happen? Ionization energy will decrease, because as the shells are getting added to this group, what will happen? The electron is there in the outermost shell, which is far away from the nucleus and experiences a less attraction towards the nucleus. Hence the electron present in the outermost shell, on moving down the group, experiences a less attraction, hence less energy is required. So less energy is required means ionization energy is also what? Less. Then the next factor down the group is your nuclear charge increases. nuclear charge increases, but this increase in nuclear charge is overcome or is dominated by the increase in the number of the shells, that is the atomic size. Hence what will happen down the group when we move? So lithium has highest ionization energy, whereas cesium has least ionization energy. That means energy required to remove the electron from this cesium element is less, whereas the energy required to remove the electron from lithium is high. Are you getting? Now children, why? What is the reason? Let us see again here. We have lithium, let us see lithium, sodium and potassium. Children, you will don't get confused. Every time I am only considering these three elements. That means these are total number of period 3. Okay, up till 3 period you have to remember. Okay, you will see or you will learn the elements for whole periodic table, but for this chapter, purposely for this chapter we required only elements up till period 3. So when we say lithium, its atomic number is 3, sodium 11 and potassium is 19. Now the electronic configuration is 2,1, here it is 281 and for potassium is 2881. Now what are the number of the shells? We have Kl shell for lithium, then for sodium K shell, L shell and M shell, and for potassium we have K, L, M and N shell. Children, you can see that this L shell of lithium is more near towards the nucleus, whereas this N shell of this potassium is very far away from the nucleus. Hence we can say that the L shell electron will require more energy to remove, whereas this N shell electron will require less energy to get removed. Hence ionization energy for potassium is less than the lithium. Same here, when we compare these three elements, so I can write that lithium will require more energy to remove electron as compared to sodium, and sodium will require more energy as compared to potassium, because these shells are more near towards the nucleus. See here, the nucleus, K shell, L shell, M shell, N shell. As the number of the shells get added, distance from the nucleus is increasing. So attraction of this electron, outermost electron with the nucleus will be what? Less. Hence very easy to remove. So this is your ionization energy, and this is very important topic. I hope that you all have understood. If there is any query, then you can write it. Thank you.